he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida's offense takes the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to...
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, down to throw. It's complete to the left. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grand pass is complete. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Makes the grab on the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback on the keel. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Hawkeyes offense has its first opportunity of the day. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but they can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over.
Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like every...
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Looking for more room. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Pugh. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. He makes a grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just didn't.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Pugh. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Rimmed out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets in the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Stanford. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds space on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Pugh. Hard-hitting tackle. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the slot on third down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing it.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Hawkeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. The give from the gun. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Iowa! Fitted in the window for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. And the Gators in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Look out, he's got room. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Makes the catch. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. He breaks a tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
He'll throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Gators decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Going right to work up top. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's caught. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. With the catch, it's Gee.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the outside. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to find another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
He's going to let one fly down the middle.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Charcoal! 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 Ready to go!
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Makes a man miss. Got enough for the first. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Smashes it between the uprights. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Toledo was able to cap off a close one inside the Glass Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got it in the middle, it's Pugh. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it first and 10 just outside the 20. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And the route is on.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Running to Green. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. To the air on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll leave it with him. At the 45, on his way. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The inside handoff. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. It'll be 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the tailback. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll try to pop the draw. Gets it past the marker. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the outside. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Gator. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. We're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
That is a perfectly executed onside kick. Great job by the kicker, making sure the ball goes 10 yards. And then how about the kicking team diving on top of that ball?
Give to the running back. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man quickly. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
Turning it on! They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like he threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Wilcox. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
And they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Grab behind the line, it's Smith. Makes one-man miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Turns it on to midfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lincoln. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Got his man out of the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had no beat.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Back to pass, it's Wilcox. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Fakes to grab. Breaks into the open. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back. And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents.